Yeah,
in some.
yeah, man. Damn. Yeah, it's not a currency, but it is a currency. It's not a bank, but it is a bank. It's literally a bank. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I don't know, whenever fucking I'm not even sure how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? But it's basically like land. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying it's like land. Land isn't a currency, but you could buy shit with it if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You could definitely buy some. You could trade your land and get a car. You could give a motherfucker, hey, I'll give you this acre of land for 5 cars on your car lot. Oh, word? Okay, boom.
Right. Straight facts.
Yeah. But they're
Yeah, because
they're build
because tell you at that, like where I'm confused at is what makes like what is like an acre of land is an acre of land you going to stand on it for a building. What is a Bitcoin?
all right. I get you. So what makes Bitcoin and a acre of land, an acre of land is the same thing. Like they're not making no more land, right? We can all agree that there's no more land going to be made.
Okay, let me put it this way: like you got people, right?
Check,
We'll
check.
take Lens for example. Lens, this was like 3 years ago. Lens had a computer that would mine Bitcoin.
Uh huh.
So through that being said, he said he could generate an entire coin in like 28 hours. So that being said, what is he actually physically generating that you would call, hey, this is a Bitcoin?
All right, and that's where I was going too. So, what he was doing was he was making the system and the network secure. You know what I'm saying? Fucking without the miners. So the miners is basically like this. It's not that he had a specialized nothing. He had a mining rig, which is basically a computer. I was mining Bitcoin when it was worth nothing. Shit wasn't worth shit, and I'm mining Bitcoin, and now it's worth something. I kind of got off track, but basically, it's just a computer. You know what I'm saying? He had a supercomputer, so it had more RAM, so it could keep doing mathematical equations. So I'm mining, you're mining, the motherfucker over there is mining. All of these different people are mining. They're all trying to get Bitcoin. What he was saying, where he could get a Bitcoin in a day, was that his miner is fast enough to where it could generate enough shit to where the blockchain is going to reward him and give him a Bitcoin. But what he's doing is what makes Bitcoin valuable is keeping the network safe. So you spend some Bitcoin, I spend some Bitcoin, everybody spend Bitcoin. So when I send you the Bitcoin, it's on this block, it's on this transaction on the block. It's my transaction, your transaction, everybody else transaction in that moment. And what his computer is doing is it's trying to verify this person sent it to this person or whatever, is verifying everything is correct. And whichever computer figures out exactly which one is correct, it accepts it and it says this is a official damn shit, and this is the correct answer. It's a mathematical equation, and once he gets the correct answer, he's rewarded with a Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So so basically, that's what makes the shit secure, because when you go to the bank or you use your dollar, right? Which one you want first, the bank or the dollar? If you Let's start off with the bank. If somebody hacks the bank and they hack your account or some shit like that, the bank might be able to give you your money back and say, okay, we fixed the problem, whatever, whatever, right? But banks get hacked all the time. They got all kind of issues. People always going at their system. They got all kind of weak, vulnerable shit. Like the ATMs for the bank, they run off
Yeah,
Windows. They run off Windows XP and Vista. I'm not even one of them computer
right,
guys that know about that type of shit where I could put a bug in it, but literally it runs off XP and Vista. You,
right.
it's not hard. If I wanted to attack the banks, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? And they never upgrade. They don't upgrade their shit. Everybody's got them little ATMs that they put in their barbershop and here and there. That's just got a Windows XP bullshit in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's even got shit where you could press like 0001000 is automatic defaults where the person who fucks with that machine will know you press these series of buttons and the money will come out and all this different shit. You see what I'm saying? There's the other system for this Bank of America and all this other shit. There's so many different ways they getting hit from all kind of angles every time and all of this other shit. But Bitcoin hasn't been hacked yet. People have done shit with their wallet where they say, "Hey, can you help me with my shit?" And somebody steals their Bitcoin, and they're like, "Oh, I got jacked for my Bitcoin," or some shit like that. The actual system itself for the last 11 years that it's been going has not been compromised, and it's because of motherfuckers like the guy with his computer and me mining and that person mining and all this other shit. So it's got to be a consensus of all of these different people who are on the network saying this transaction happened. Boom. So you can't have a fake Bitcoin. You can have a fake dollar. You can have a fake bunch of shit. It's fake every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But there's no fake Bitcoin, and that's what gives it value. And the fact that it's capped at a certain number. I forgot. I think it's like 21 million or something. So since there's a certain fixed number, it's not going to go over that. They're not going to print more Bitcoin and your Bitcoin become valuable. Right. What they're doing is they only release so much Bitcoin per year to the miners. And what just happened was called the halvening. It's where instead of getting 4 Bitcoins a day, where they distribute 4 Bitcoins every day, when the halvening happens, this mathematical equation where the supply gets cut in half. So now they're only releasing 2 Bitcoins a day. So it's what's called a supply shock. So now you got PayPal trying to buy all the Bitcoin. You got Cash App trying to buy all the Bitcoin. All these other companies now, everybody wants to try and buy Bitcoin, and there's not that much Bitcoin. So it's even rare, and they're only mining it less and less and less. So all of these people on the network mining Bitcoin, but the rewards are less and less and less and less and less. And now more people want it. So it's supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants it. You know what I'm saying? That's the demand. The supply is going backwards. It's becoming less and less and less and less as a mathematical equation. You see what I'm saying? And then this algorithm, all of the fucking the numbers that's involved with it, and how it works, and how all of these different miners have built other shit on top of it. That's why I say it's like land, man, because there's only a certain amount of land. There's not going to be no more land. Nobody's going to make more land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same way you can't make more land, you can't make more Bitcoin. So that's what I'm saying. It's like buying land. You could buy this shit right now, but pretty soon you're not going to be able to get no Bitcoin. Right. You're going to have to be an accredited investor to buy Bitcoin. Well, on the other foot, 10 years ago, you would have to be an accredited investor to buy stocks. Now, they letting any asshole with a phone buy stocks. If you got a phone and you got a couple of dollars, you could buy stocks. Because they know that shit ain't worth nothing. All that stock shit is going to the blockchain. You see what I'm saying? Because it's more secure. You see what I'm saying? So if Bitcoin was a piece of land, now imagine you got this piece of land. It's not a whole bunch of shit on there, but now Visa's building on this. Now MasterCard is building on this. Now YouTube is built. Google's building on it. Everybody's building a shit on this shit because it's more secure and it's easier. You know what I'm saying? When Obama was in office, they put some shit in there for he started the shutdown of the internet. That's why when Trump came in office, he was talking about fake news. Oh, well, you can't listen to them. They got rid of Alex Jones. They got rid of fucking Farrakhan, to where they took most of these people's presence off the internet because they don't want you to hear what they got to say. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They started the censorship shit. But they're eventually going to break down the internet to where it's unusable. And then everybody's going to be forced to go to the blockchain. All of the companies are going to be, everybody's going to be forced to use this shit. When I was younger, and I know you probably heard this too, they said it was going to be a fucking, they was like, you're not going to use dollars and you're just going to have a chip. And they just scan that chip or whatever. That's Bitcoin. is going to win. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit right here. See this? Bam. Serious about this shit. Let me show my audience this shit real quick. This is a ledger. Okay? Looks like a little drive, right? So when I get my Bitcoin, whenever I get my Bitcoin, I put in my password, and then I could tether this to my phone or whatever and spend it or whatever I want to do. But nobody could get this. I could break this shit up right now, remember my passwords, and I remember my passwords, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government can't say, we want to tax your shit or give us your shit or we're going to seize your account. They can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And yo, let me tell you, I had when I was staying at the beach house a long time ago with Rita, I was having these dreams, and I would have these dreams, and I'd be like, wow, I gotta remember this shit. I gotta remember this shit. So I started sleeping, and this is when I was astral projection and meditating and all that other shit. When I was on my little spiritual shit. So I kept my phone by the bed, and whenever I wake up, I made it a habit to start talking into the phone and saying what my dream was about. I found 2 of those videos when I was going through the file looking for my the shit for my music videos and all that shit. I found 2 videos in my phone shit where it's got your pictures and your video, all the shit you did on your phone. And it was 2 videos back to back. It was 2 different days. And I was talking about shit that didn't make no sense back then. It was just some wild shit. But I was talking about Bitcoin. And in this dream, I said, I started a company that tethered in a bunch of different companies, and they were bouncing off the satellites. And I was explaining this shit, and I was talking about blockchain. I started one of the shits off where I was like, you got to remember your passwords, be responsible. If I remember my passwords, I don't have to physically have anything. Just like you saying, where's the Bitcoin? Where is it? Like, whatever, right? I can literally remember my passcode, go on the internet, and my shit is there, and it's secure. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need a physical thing. And that's what all of the young people were saying about the old people. They were like, old people want to feel a physical piece of gold or a dollar and all this other shit. But they
why? Because let me tell you why. You just touched on a critical point, right?
Uh-huh.
Say I do come in the circumstances where I don't have lights, right?
Uh-huh.
And now I got to rely on the internet that can be made unavailable to me.
Uh-huh. I understand, but the young people don't think like that. And all of the new technology and everything that's being built is going in this direction. Everything's going and
we all know from experience that nothing is foolproof, especially in a world like the web.
Right.
If the internet get compromised, how am I to access my Bitcoin? Like how?
All right, yo.
You know what I'm asking? Like,
I understand what you're saying, but look, this the thing. It's got its own shit. They've launched satellites over the last couple of years just for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not on the internet. You see what I'm saying? The blockchain is its own thing. Right. It's not the internet. So let me give you a perfect example. This is an example that come from somebody else when they was breaking the shit down. And you're a computer guy, so I know you'll understand this. And this might be the thing that connects the dots. But whenever the internet was first started, they had this thing that was called the voice something system, right? And that's how you connected to the internet, where the dial-up shit was like, boom. The system that connected you to the internet was the big thing. Everybody was fucking with that. Like, oh man, you can get on this voice thing and it'll connect you to your friends and your people. And everybody was like, somebody said, you know what? The internet is bigger than the voice thing. And guess what? Now that voice thing is irrelevant. And the internet is so big, that little voice thing everybody was gassed up about, you could put that in the internet and it's a bullshit ass app. Right. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is the blockchain is so big, the internet is going to be one little app
in the blockchain.
That's what I'm saying. Process what I'm saying. This is absorbing. It's absorbing governments. It's absorbing businesses. It's absorbing the internet itself. This shit is bigger than the internet. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I've been telling everybody, but like I must be failing to communicate this shit. It sounds crazy, but this is what it really is.
You know what it is the name itself, Bitcoin, leads you to believe that there is a physical currency that you will one day see when it's not. It's not the way you convey the message. It's just what we perceive it to be from the get-go.
Right.
We perceive it to be a physical currency. Like I said, I'm here in Tampa, Florida, and I could go to an ATM right now in a gas station in a hood, bro, in the hood. And it's a Bitcoin ATM in the gas station. I went in there to get cash out of a regular ATM, and they don't have one. You can get cash back at the cash register, but the ATM they have is a Bitcoin ATM. So I'm pressed to know what's going to come out of there when I put my card in there. Like what is
You're gonna get a piece of paper, and it's gonna have that passcodes. Remember, I told you if you remember your passcodes, it's gonna be a folded up piece of paper. It's gonna be a wallet address, and you're gonna have like 20 words. It's gonna be 20 words on that paper, and you could go on the blockchain, type in those 20 words, and access your account.
So I go to that ATM,
right?
And I go to either one of the vendor stores or whatever that accept Bitcoin, and I just literally just show them this piece of paper.
No, hell no.
You understand where I'm coming from? That's where people are getting confused, bro. Because it's like we so used to.
Yeah, I understand.
The normal traditional process of spending money.
Right. All right.
Now, and then there's Bitcoin, and it ain't no like.
I got the perfect example for what you're talking about. This shit is almost like explaining email in 1995.
Word.
It's like explaining email to a motherfucker that's carrying around a typewriter. And he got a thing with envelopes. You got envelopes, you got your typewriter, you got stamps. You're going to type some shit out.
I can see that.
I'm telling you, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit, it seemed complicated, just like if we was in 95. And I'm explaining, hey, you could just type this shit. You could type this shit in here, and you get the other person's address, and you send it to them. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember your email address and password, though. Right. Imagine telling that to somebody who's walking around with a fucking typewriter, and they just spent $300 on the Singer typewriter, and they learn how to damn type 60 words a minute and all this other shit. They're really heavily invested into this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all they know. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then they got the special envelopes with like a little fucking bullshit on it. And they got the stamps with George Washington on it. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker telling them, hey, you don't need none of that shit no more. Yo, you just get this little keyboard and this little personal computer, and you can conduct all your business from it. But you just got to remember your passwords for your email address, and you get your mail, and you can send the shit. It's not making it sounds complicated, but it actually makes everything so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. It seems complicated. Like, how does it work? And then once I explain how it works, then that's when it seems complicated.
Right. But yeah, so like you will basically continue to use like the same credit card.
Oh yeah.
That type.
Look at this. I'll show you my shit right here. Already, look at this. This got better fucking shit on it than goddamn a MasterCard and a Visa, the regular shit. Look at this. This is a Visa.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Now I could load my Bitcoin up on this and spend it in a bodega. I could put it in. I could put it in the fucking ATM and get cash if a motherfucker want cash. Oh, you like cash? Okay, here, hold on. You see what I'm saying? It's not making shit hard. It's not making shit harder. It's actually making it simpler. It's just that we gotta wrap our mind around how to email some shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And email is not hard. It's just understanding it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And they really even in the process like to
Most
you're leaving the forwarding address by even going into your account. Like,
right. Most people don't actually understand the process of email. But think about if I had to explain to somebody in 2020, if I had to explain to somebody the process of email, how it works and everything, like we're talking about the inner workings of Bitcoin, and that's what makes it seem complicated. But imagine trying to explain to somebody how email works.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there's a different technology, man. You know, it's far, it's light years ahead of where humanity was going when you think about abacus to a damn calculator, bro. Like, we skipped some stuff, and there's a lot of people ain't been able to make that leap.
Yeah.
You know, technology because it's just so foreign. But I mean, it is all about simplicity. Like I tell people all the time, you know, my generation, you know, the '70s, we demanded the Walkmans, man. Y'all demanded the '80s generation demanded the CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we demanded the video games. We demanded that.
Right. And
We were
that
good with the little.
and that's what I'm saying. The motherfuckers that the young people now, they don't want to physically carry everything around. They don't want to walk around with a typewriter. They ain't trying to hear that shit. You see what I'm saying? So when as they killing off all the old people, because that's what they doing right now. I said as soon as Trump got in, all of his voters, that's who they going after. And look at how they going after these old people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he got in, 65-year-old white male shoots up Las Vegas. This one does this, that one does that. They're targeting these people. Next thing you know, now we got coronavirus. It's going after old people. They're literally killing off the old people. And when these old people die, guess who inherits the shit? The motherfucker that fucks with Bitcoin and don't want to walk around with a bunch of goddamn paper.
The people that I'm talking about that are like having to make that leap into what's really available. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh shit.
yeah, man. I'm just saying that it come with a whole lot of things to consider when you like, you know, there used to be a time where I could put out a record and get a buzz in this city, and then from this city to this region, and then from this region to this nation, and then from this nation to that nation, and from that nation to the world. Now you put out a track, and by midnight tonight, the world knows the song, bro. Like, it's everywhere. That comes with a major responsibility because you don't know, what message you're presenting or projecting to people that's oblivious to who you even are as a person, as a culture. You don't know. You don't know what you're telling the other side of the world, but you got the power to speak to them all of a sudden.
Right.
So it's a lot to consider with the new technology, man. Like, just suddenly being able to go and do stuff don't necessarily mean you should just do the stuff. Like,
You right.
you know, some apprehension, a little bit of, you know.
Hey, this right here though, this is definitely
Nobody knows the long term effect of drugs. That's all I'm saying.
you right. You absolutely right, yeah. Damn, my phone is shutting down, man. My shit is dying.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Big up on the podcast. Go rock that. And I'm gonna link back up, man.
All right. Yeah. All right, that's what y'all get. That's me explaining Bitcoin. All right. So don't forget to hold up. Let me bring it over here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I got more Bitcoin shit coming. I'm about to launch a token, all that shit. Check out these videos right here. They're great. You should love them. So subscribe to these other channels.